Do we live in a video game? A video game is so good that you can't even differentiate between what's a real life and what's a computer generated game. Well, today I'm going to be going over points on why people think we live there and why people don't think we live in a video game. And then I'm going to be giving you my opinion on this. But without any further ado, let's get started. First of all, one of the most arguably famous people that think we live in a simulation is Elon Musk. And he thinks that we live in a simulation, stating,
if you assume any rate of improvement at all, then the games will become indistinguishable from reality. They'll be indistinguishable. Even if that rate of advancement drops by 1,000 from what it is right now.
So Elon Musk believes that. But where did the simulation theory even come from? Well, a version of the simulation hypothesis was first theorized as a part of a philosophical argument on the part of René Descartes, and later by Hans Moravec. The philosopher Nick Bostrom developed an expanding argument examining the probability of our reality being simulated. So that explains where the simulation theory came from. But now let's go over why people even believe it in the first place. So one reason that people believe it is because of glitches in the Matrix. So on these photos, there are similarly dressed people. And some have considered that this is somehow proof that there is a glitch in the Matrix. But that doesn't explain it really well, because these could just be chalked up to really weird coincidences or just straight up staged photos. So what's another reason that people believe we live in a video game? These people think that we are being simulated because of science and computers. So the reason that these people believe that we are in a video game is because all the way back in 2017, scientists proved that a computer technique called quantum Monte Carlo, which is used to simulate photon particles, photons, electrons, and types of particles that comprise the universe. So they believe it because computers could technically create a real universe. And if aliens had insanely powerful computers, then they could really simulate the entire universe. And that just won't be too crazy. And the other thing is that you could really easily explain how some things in the universe could be just created by a video game. And that is the speed of light. So the speed of light is 299,792,486 miles per second. And that seems really fast. But you could really chalk that up to that's how fast a computer sends information. When I turn these lights on and off, that's just how fast a computer is running. And all three of these are really good examples. One of the reasons that people believe we don't live in a simulation is because we would have found a bug or a glitch by now. So, in normal video games, there is usually something that the developers have to fix so they could make the game run smoothly. And it's basically impossible for you to create the perfect game. So the fact that aliens created literally the perfect game with no glitches whatsoever seems really impossible. But considering if we do live in a simulation and aliens could create everything, that means that they would definitely be working insanely hard on fixing any bugs, or the computer would just develop the game. And if the computer develops it, then there would most likely be no glitches or bugs that you would be having to worry about. So, what's the other thing? The other reason that people believe we don't live in a simulation is because we can't prove it. And if you die, then you still can't prove it. There is no exact way to tell whether we are actually real or not. And that's actually a pretty good point. But you could use it the exact other way. Those are just a couple of cherry-picked arguments. So, do I think we're living in a simulation? I want to say that we live in a simulation because that's a really good way on explaining how we are here. But at the exact same time, it also isn't a good way because it doesn't explain how the creators of us came here in the first place. So that would still make it a mystery. And that's why I think we might not be living in a simulation. But when I think we're not living in a simulation, I get the exact same thought. So I'm basically torn. 50-50. We live in a simulation or we don't live in a simulation. I don't know which answer to choose because there are a lot of things that point both ways. But anyways, that's the end of this video. If you think that we live in a simulation or if you think that we don't live in a simulation, then make sure to put that down below in the comment section. And if you enjoyed this video, then make sure to drop a like and subscribe to my channel because that'll really help out the YouTube algorithm. But until next time, I'm Sri.